What's up, everyone? We are back at it again, this time with DC Collectibles' new line of action figures from their DC Essential line. They were nice enough to send us the first 4 figures from this line. As you see, we got Deathstroke, we got Batman, Flash, and Reverse Flash. So we're going to open these guys up and show you what they're all about. All right, guys, they are out of the package, and as you can see, these figures look awesome. They're roughly 7 inches in scale, so they're going to be a little larger than your average action figure, as action figures these days are usually around the 6-inch scale. These are about an inch bigger than that, but they look fantastic, and they'll fit in scale with older DC Direct and DC Collectible action figures. But the main thing us action figure collectors are going to want to know, how is the articulation? Yes, they look cool, but can we put them in cool poses like they do in the comic books? So we're going to start with Flash. They all pretty much roughly have the same exact articulation, but the Flash one is kind of, I'm like digging the most right now. Him and Reverse Flash are actually probably my 2 favorite out of the first wave. But so off the bat, we'll start with the head. He can look up and down. His head can go 360. He's got an ab crunch. Let's crunch it backwards and forwards. He's got double jointed elbows, so you can get a cool, like, look, I'm strong pose like that. Shoulders up and down. He's got an upper arm cut, so you could swing it back and forth like that. He's got waist articulation as well. His legs can go out pretty far, so you can do pretty good splits. So you can do the splits if you want them to. Go back, he's got an upper thigh cut, so you could spin that all the way around. He's also got double jointed knees, so you can get some cool, like, Flash running poses if you want. This is a real rough one, but you know what I mean. That's a sloppy one, but you can get him in cool poses. He also has a calf cut, which is awesome. You don't see that much in action figures anymore. And his ankle goes up and down, and he's got an ankle rocker or ankle pivot, however you want to call it. It sways back and forth, so you can get him into some dynamic poses. And they're all pretty much, again, have the same articulation like that. Again, Reverse Flash is literally the same body mold, it's just with a different paint scheme and a different head, so his articulation is exactly like the Flash's. Batman over here is also the same thing. He's just a little different in the fact that he has a cape, so it's a lot harder to stand him and get his balance right. But again, he's got ab crunch, his head, double jointed elbows and knees, thigh cut, calf cut, ankle rockers, and he's actually a little harder to stand though. And Deathstroke is the same thing. Now you'll notice these two do not come with accessories, where Batman and Deathstroke do come with accessories. Batman just comes with a batarang, and Deathstroke comes with a sword and a gun that actually can go in and out of the holster that he has on his side. So the articulation is absolutely great on these guys. I mean, double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, so you could pretty much put them in any pose you want, especially if you have stands for them. But that comes to my gripe, and that's that they're really hard to stand. Like, it took me quite a long time to get these guys in the poses you see right now and them to actually stand by themselves. It seems like all their ankles are a little too loose. I don't know if that's just with, you know, these 4 I got here, if that's going to be across all of them, but either way, it was just a little, you know, hard to get them to stand. So I know a lot of you will probably put them on flight stands, so that may not be an issue for you, but I like to put them in kind of dynamic poses with outstands a lot of the time for pictures and stuff, so that's a personal gripe for me. Also, not really a gripe, but I did wish they came with more accessories. Flash and Reverse Flash come with nothing, but again, Batman and Deathstroke do come with a sword and like a gun and a batarang. But again, I wish, you know, like some other toy lines out there that came with a lot more accessories. Like, I think a Flash and Reverse Flash came with lightning effects, that would have been absolutely awesome. But again, that's just a minor gripe, as overall, I love these things. They look absolutely awesome. They're some of the best DC figures I've seen in a while. Their articulation is great, and their sculpts and paint apps are really solid. They're roughly going for $23 depending where you get them from. You can get them at your local comic book shop, you can buy them online, or the link in the description directly from DC Collectibles. They're also going to be releasing other figures later on. I know they got Superman coming out, Brainiac, Aquaman, and Black Manta, as well as some Watchmen stuff later this year. But before I wrap this up, I just wanted to give a big thanks to DC Collectibles for sending us the entire first wave. These guys are awesome, and I definitely think if you're an action figure and DC Comics fan, you need to pick these guys up.